Hey everybody, Roxabox90 here with a combined speculation and spoiler video. I know that I tend to have them in categories, but this is basically a combination of spoilers and speculation, and they're very hard to tease apart, so we'll have to figure out how to categorize it. But let's start off with what's considered speculation, but is also a spoiler. Magic the Gathering Conspiracy. It's a cool name, guys. Just listen to it. It's a cool name. Basically, this was filed last year for a trademark, and nobody knew what it could be until now. From what we learned, which we'll get to what we learned in a minute, conspiracy can now be considered confirmed. What we know is that will be the name of this year's summer supplemental product. Last year, I think, was Modern Masters, so this year will be the new one. It's going to be before M15, so the card arts should be the same as they've always been. There's no changes yet. It will have 210 cards. The set will be designed for multiplayer and is meant to be drafted, which means EDH Commander will probably love this set, as well as Cube, which seems to be some really good Cube support. Two specific cards have been made known, and they've made known like this. Magister of Worth. It popped up in a pre-release pack. Seriously, like it just appeared in a pre-release pack. So what set is it from? Well, we don't know. What is this? Is it conspiracy? Is it a conspiracy? Alright, I'm going to let that joke die. It's for a black and a white for an angel. Definitely EDH costed. Magister of Worth. Kind of bland, boring art, but not bad. Flying. Will of the Council. When it enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player votes Grace or Condemnation. If Grace gets more votes, each player returns each creature card from his graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a universal, put everything back from the graveyard into play. If Condemnation gets more votes or the vote is tied, destroy all creatures other than Magister of Worth. So this is a really interesting card. It'll be fun for casual players because it will actually matter in a multiplayer game, what gets decided. In a 1-versus-1 game, you're automatically going to tie, no matter what, or not no matter what, but most likely you're going to tie. And if you tie, then it destroys all creatures other. So 6 mana for a creature that destroys all creatures other than itself. And so you end up with a 4/4 flying, and it kills everything, all other creatures on the field. It's not a bad card at all. Could definitely see a lot of fun play in EDH, and I think it will see some play in EDH. I don't know how this would fit with Cube. I don't know if it's quite there because it is multicolor and its ability is kind of awkward for a Cube. But for EDH, this card could be a lot of fun. So that's one card that showed up, and it did appear in a pre-release pack, and as you see, it's 48 of 210. So this card is as good as confirmed, it seems. Although I am speculating about it, because it seems like they're not dedicating it purely towards Cube or multiplayer or EDH Commander. So it seems to be a conglomerate of cards that Wizards just put together. And, wait a second, that's weird. Here we go. Okay, so this was another card that came up as well, and this card was part of a code that was decoded from the Magister of Worth. It is 4 for an artifact. It is you draft it face up. As you draft a card, you may draft an additional card from that booster pack, and if you do, you put Cockwork Librarian into that booster pack. So in other words, it's a boring card, 4 for a 3/3, but you get to leave it face up on the field, and if you see 2 cards you want from a pack, you get to get both and put this in, which is really good in a cube-like environment. So if more cards are going to be like this, designed for and only for draft, that could make for a very interesting set. Almost unhinged, unglued, but with a twist that actually could be playable, and playable in a very good way. So I think this could be really cool. Again, this stuff seems to be all confirmed because it's all real cards and it seems to be part of a campaign, but we're not 100% sure, so there is an element of speculation to it. Then we have the promos. These are judge foils. We have Entomb. This is actually for what month? I don't think they just said the next 2. I don't remember which month it's for that they're going to be putting them out. But we have an Entomb, which is the 3rd foil Entomb. We had one in the Graveborn set, so I don't really know why they're picking this card. There's a lot of other cards that are better. They just did show and tell last year. You think they could pick something higher value and more useful than Entomb. I'm still praying for a mana drain, but it looks great. Entomb always looks great, so that's another foil option. It might bring the foil down a little bit. And then Carador Ghost Chieftain. I have no idea why this card is a judge promo. I have no idea why they're choosing him. He's highly costed only for EDH Commander. He only is played in EDH Commander and only for those decks. He's not a very flexible creature card. So I don't know why they would pick something like this. I mean, it looks great as a foil, it really does, but you would have hoped for at least some new artwork for these two cards, and yet they're both just the same. Alright, so that's kind of disappointing. New foils are always fun, and I'm sure Carador will look great foil, but really, Wizards? You gotta try harder than that. I can't imagine judges are going to be pleased with this. And then we have the FNM, the March and April FNM promos. So first we have Banisher Priest. Or wait, is this Thalia? No, it's not that. Wait, is it that? Wait. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's she looks like Thalia again. But I have to say the art is, I think, stunning. Oathbreaker, I Cast You Out. Definitely looks really cool. I would love to get one of these. I'm sure it'll look really nice foil. And I'm happy that that's actually a playable, useful card is being foiled. Awesome. Cube players out there, keep an eye out. And then Encroaching Waste, I don't know why they picked this card. I mean, the art is fine. The old art was fine too. This art is, it's fine, it's cool. But I don't see this card really making waves unless it's going to tackle the Nykthos problem with mono black and mono blue devotion. Unless it's going to handle mono decks, I don't really know why they're choosing this card as the FNM promo. I'm sure they could have done a little better on that front. But anyway, those are my thoughts about the new promos and conspiracies. So this is really cool news, guys. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comment section. If you're excited for this kind of thing, tap that like button and stay tuned for my top 10 Born of the Gods countdown, which I'll be having coming to you tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, you want to see what's up, subscribe, and as always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.